Luka Doncic lands co-star in proposed blockbuster for electric $215 million scorer. The Dallas Mavericks exemplify the heliocentric offense, in which everything focuses around one player, usually due to a lack of similar quality in the supporting cast. Unfortunately for Dallas, heliocentric offenses have yet to be proven postseason winners. Just ask James Harden and Russell Westbrook, two players who exemplified heliocentrism in their primes. It resulted in numerous individual accolades. Both are former MVPs, but few team-oriented successes. Neither one has played in an NBA Finals since they both did it on the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2012. Put in simpler terms, Luka needs a co-star. And in one trade suggested by Zach Buckley of Bleacher Report, the Mavericks land one in Chicago Bulls star Zach LaVine. Here's how Buckley shook things out. Dallas Mavericks receive Zach LaVine and Kobe White. Chicago Bulls receive Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, Davis Bertans, and 2027 first-round pick. Despite a significant injury risk, the trade could be a high-upside one for Dallas. If Dallas guesses right on LaVine's ability to bounce back, though, it could finally have an electric offensive weapon to not only take attention away from Doncic, but actually enhance what he does. Why the Dallas Mavericks say yes on LaVine trade? On his best day, LaVine is a premier three-level scorer. In the 2 seasons prior to this one, he shot a combined 41% from deep and a decent 42.5% from mid-range. Just check out the stats Hall Buckley put together on LaVine. LaVine has no trouble finding shots for himself or his teammates. He was one of only 4 players to average 23 points and 4 assists in each of the past 4 seasons. He was also an 80th percentile finisher on isolations last season. Yet he's just as potent, if not more so, when moving off the ball. Last season, he splashed an absurd 46% of his catch-and-shoot threes while ranking among the 91st percentile on spot-up plays. It's tantalizing to imagine Doncic's vision matched with LaVine's scoring prowess. Further, it gives Doncic something he's lacked since coming into the league, a legitimate all-star running mate. There are concerns about LaVine's health. He's struggled through a litany of knee troubles, and, as a result, his numbers this season are slumping. But keep in mind that LaVine's been forced to play with Kobe White as Chicago's primary ball handler since usual starter Lonzo Ball's been out with his own knee problems. Several of last year's lineups featuring Ball and LaVine regularly outscored opponents by 20-plus points. Now imagine instead of Ball, who is an able distributor, the LaVine is given Doncic as his main setup man. Mavericks unlikely to make any major moves. This trade is a dream scenario for the Mavericks, and it might be just that, a dream. According to NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski, the Mavericks are unlikely to be major players at the trade deadline. Dallas is in a position right now where they don't really have a so, the deals they can do, they're going to be marginal, they're going to be some slight upgrades. But it's going to include more draft picks. The Mavericks are both cash-strapped and draft equity-strapped. Unless Tim Hardaway, Jr. is also lacking in significant player equity, as well. Is Luka Doncic going to trust his teammates more often? Mavs fans have been worried about Luka wanting to leave when the team was on a 4-game losing streak last month. The inability of Luka's teammates to hit shots put a massive load on him, as he was putting up monster stat lines in losses and then being blamed for it as well. Luka is one of the most willing passers in the NBA when he has a genuine second star that can lead them to success. Luka trusted Jalen Brunson throughout the playoffs and last night trusted DFS to make the game winner. We've seen Luka pass buzzer beaters to Spencer Dinwiddie against Brooklyn and Boston last season as well. Doncic does what's best for the team, and the Nuggets win is a shining example of that.